Good morning, everybody. It's Brett, your thankful carnivore. It's September the 3rd, a Tuesday morning, and this is today's Thankful Carnivore Report. Hope you had a fantastic Labor Day. I got to work on Labor Day, so mine wasn't as fantastic as maybe yours was because you didn't have to work. But I had a pretty good day anyway. It's always good to be able to get out and earn an honest dollar. I highly recommend it for everybody. Hurricane update. It's still out there. Apparently, it's being kind of held in place. The upper atmosphere is rather calm, and there's nothing pushing it anywhere, much to the great regret of the people of the Bahamas. So I feel horrible for them because they're just been pounded and pounded for hours. And if you've ever been in a hurricane, you have great sympathy for what they're going through because it's not a recommended experience at any category. I'm telling you. Imagine that somebody took a locomotive engine, had it running full speed, and left it running in place outside your front door. That's what a hurricane sounds like. Now imagine that going on for hours and hours and hours, along with the constant pounding of rain. In many places, you could see videos where the ocean has been pushed up onto the islands itself and into people's homes. It's a really sad situation. So please pray for the people of the Bahamas and for everybody in Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, that can be South Carolina it's going to be affected by this because it's a bad, ugly storm. And a lot of people don't take them seriously, and it costs them their lives. So I hopefully none of those people are listening to this or will be. Um, I had a list of things to discuss, but one thing just occurred over the last couple of days that was rather profound. I can't get into a lot of the details except to say a family member reached out to me, and they, they've been suffering from depression for a very long time, and I observed it when I was back in my home state in June for my high school reunion. I saw this family member. I observed what was going on, and but they're an adult, and I wasn't. They hadn't seen me for a very long time. They were looking at me like, "Who is this guy? He doesn't look anything at all like I remember, and he doesn't act anything at all like I remember." I, and I later learned that they were rather nervous while they were talking to me because they expected at any moment I would start acting like I used to. And to use their terms, that I would start acting like an asshole at any minute. Because that's how I behaved when I was sick and depressed. I was not a pleasant person to be around at all. Thankfully, that's all gone for me. And I'm hopeful for this family member that they've been very low carb for a long time, but they seriously disturbed eating patterns as far as they weren't doing one meal a day because they were only hungry once a day. They were starving themselves through the day to only eat one meal a day. And that's not good. It's just not good to deny your body nutrition when you need it. When your body says, feed me, I need fuel, I need nutrition, I need medicine, etc., etc., and we ignore it, that's just not a good way to go, folks. And this family member of mine is got some serious issues as a result. Their sleep is all disrupted. Their mood is all over the place, mostly down, severely down, and their opinion of themselves is inappropriately negative. So, yeah, they're hopefully they've done. I got a message saying they've done 24 hours zero carb. That's a good start. I'm very hopeful for them. I hope and pray that they stick with it, and that maybe one day they will have an extremely powerful story to share on their own. But I think it's so important that you know we remember when we see people in need, it's not necessarily our responsibility to run up and start proselytizing, let's say. I never do that. I wait until the conversation or the opportunity presents itself to appropriately broach the subject. And I think it's something, we get fired up, we get really gung ho. I want to share it with the world, and it's so important and positive. But it's true, you can lead a horse to water, but you're not going to make him drink a drop of water if he's not thirsty. And you can't make people thirsty for what we have to share. So it's important to recognize when it's best to wait to be asked rather than to just, hey, start shouting and blowing the trumpet. I hope that makes sense. But please keep all my family in your prayers. Dad's, he's still responding positively to the dialysis, but his mood is not good. And he's still, early stages dementia, and I just pray for him. I pray he's full of peace and hope and calmness this day and every day. One other little tidbit I want to share with you all, the little dietary adjustment I made. I'm going to tweak it just a little more. I decreased the bacon and increased the ground beef. And I'm going to increase the ground beef just a little more. So that for lunch, in breakfast, I'll be having 10-ounce patties, and for dinner, I'll be having a 14. But I'm still sticking with just the 8 slices of bacon per meal. And I'm doing that because I want to make sure. Because I woke up about 2 something this morning, and the thought occurred to me, man, if it wasn't for the fact that I really need to sleep, I could probably get up and eat something right now because I'm kind of hungry. And I can't be waking up in the middle of the night with hunger pangs. That's just not a good idea at all. My sleep is just, it's precarious as it is. It is vastly improved in the 413 days of carnivory from what it was for years when I had to take meds just to go to sleep. But it's important that I not disrupt my pattern, that I keep my sleep routine consistent. And if I start waking up hungry in the middle of the night and having to eat, that's not going to be a good thing. Always remember, it's important to listen to your body. Pay attention to what it's saying. Okay? That's what I'm doing. I'm listening to my body. My ego is not involved in this process except to the point that I want to feel as good as I can and be as lean as I can. And I'm happy to say I've lost 4 pounds of body fat. So much so that my wife said to me, wow, just out of nowhere, she's like, I can tell the difference. You have lost. And I've lost it. I lost it on the sides. I still have those love handle things. Well, the handles aren't as large as they were. So I'm excited about that. It's not about losing weight. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm losing body fat. And whatever weight I lose is going to be returned via moving metal plates around. I'm very confident about that. Listen, my friends, you have a fantastic day. Always remember it's important to be honest. You don't have to lie. If you tell somebody you're going to do something, then do it because you said you would, and your word matters. Eat your meat, drink your water. Always remember, be thankful. You have so much to be thankful for. I know I do. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be safe.